Hey there, Bootzone here. I'm back with the Dyson CR01 contrarotator washing machine. I've unseized the drum and I've done a test wash and I've done a test spin. Started with a spin, spin worked. Then I did a test wash and it got stuck with an error 13. Up here it said error 13 or F13 or E13. Call a certain number, an old 0870 number, which is obsolete. I've got my laundry back in it. I'll close it up. Start it and I'll tell you what I think is wrong with it. So cotton, put onto synthetics, 40, 800, blah blah blah, make it easier. Dirt, it's got the rags in it, they're pretty clean. Press start. Water is on, power is on, drain is out. So it should go, program starting. Error 13 I think is element. I've had the front off it to unseize it and the element was old. But I didn't test it or anything. I just went on the basis that, you know, everything could be broken or everything could be working. Solve the problems you can see in front of you. The drum's turning, so we're off to a load of laundry. I'm going to leave it, see if I get an error code. If I get an error code again, 13, it should flag because the water coming in is cold. Even though it has a hot and cold fill, I'm only filling it on cold. So it should, uh-oh, it's leaking from there. That's no good. I can't have that thing in right if it's leaking out there. Better stop the water. Turn it off. Now all my rags are in the machine. Okay, better cure that. So I'm guessing I've just put this in incorrectly. I wondered about it when I was doing it and I don't really know what I'm doing. I've not cleaned one of these before, so I cleaned it to check what it was like and it was leaking out at the top there. Oh, it's full of crumbs again, so it's even more stuff is flushed down. I cleaned it quite carefully. I cleaned the rubber seal quite carefully, so it shouldn't be that, but it's just clearly not touching it at the top. I've got the machine tilted back now so that it doesn't drip all over the place. So let's put that little, where did I put that siphon? The machine is filthy. It's been well used, I would say. So now, I guess I wonder, did I have that in the right way around? I don't think it's meant to go that way. I think it's meant to go this way. So it's all clean in behind it. Damaged here, but that shouldn't stop the water. So why wasn't it closing? I think it wasn't threaded in correctly, and I wondered about that when I did it. So how do you start it? You put it in like that and start turning it. Is that it in? See, to me it looks like it's sticking out on this side. Can I turn it any further? I can't turn it any further. So then should I start it upside down or something? It doesn't really want to let me do that because of the way the pump sits back a bit from the front plastic. Bit of a strange one now. It's not a pump, of course, but you know what I mean. It only has one thread, so there's no way to deal with it other than to get it in. It's very strange. If I tilt it forward again, it's going to leak all over the place again. It's already made a mess on the floor. But I've got rags down, so let's try tilting it forward because I think the plastic isn't sitting right when I lie it back. I don't know. There's a lot of water in it. Oh. Weighs a ton. Oh. There's a lot of water in it. That's a great idea. think the plastic of the front of the machine isn't on correctly. This doesn't give me any help though, because I need to get the water out of it. So I need some kind of a receptacle, like a glass bowl. Of course the lock is stuck on the door now, which doesn't help me either, because I can't open it. Oh, tricky, tricky, tricky. I think the plastic here isn't on correctly, and this grey plastic isn't on correctly, so I can't close it correctly, which is quite bizarre. That looks better. I don't know if it's right or not. Still don't think it is. No, it's not right. It's not right yet. So I've just held the cancel button, cancelling program, it says on the screen. And there's the door lock open. Okay, so let's get the front off it. So I'll turn off the power. The top's got to come off to get the front off. To get the front off, you've got to take the drawer out. And then you've got to take this control off. That screw just spins. Two screws in there that are tricky. This pulls down. Now, I think I can leave that on and just fold it out for now. I need to open this. I can leave that one closed. In here there's two T20 screws. Lift it up. Up maybe. Up or down. Come up here by a little bit. Have I got my screws out? That's it, the screw wasn't out. So down here I've got a door interlock wire, and over here I've got the wires on top. Up there I've got the wires on top there. So I'm going to try and get this little plastic window back in. Looks to be in on both sides now where it wasn't before, so that's better. One of the plastic hook-in clips on this side is broken. Let's check for continuity on the element. I'm getting something on the element. Some resistance. It doesn't mean it's working, but it... Well, what do we do? Let's put it back on and let's give it that test wash I wanted to give it. I don't really want to pull out the element right now. Put that cover back on. Try and snap this front back on. Will it fill? How are we going to find out without filling it? Will it spill? Will it leak? So I'm going to leave the screws here disconnected for now because they don't really matter. I'll clip this top back on. Slides up. So I've got this back on. I'll put the 2 screws for the fascia in and leave it at that for now. Buddy. Okay, that will hold the front on. I think one of the plastic clips in the bottom was broken, so I might as well use this as an opportunity to rinse off all these floor cloths now. I think I probably should put these screws back in over here. For the sake of 10 seconds. Okay. Close that door. Synthetics 40 dirt something. Soap drawer. Soap drawer. Start. Will it leak again? You can hear it pumping, then it should take on some water. It's filling up. It's turning, obviously. Looks better this time. Okay, I think we're in business. So it's saying main wash. I'll leave it to do its business. Hopefully this time it will. And we'll come back and see how it goes. So this time, down on the bottom here, there's a, what do you call it, a hose. Oh, bollocks, did it again. Well, it's fucking full of water still. And I need to get a hose clip on there. So I guess I need to get one that I can clip around it. Hose clips. So that's it now. Surely that'll hold it. 30 minutes later, I'm back to where I was again before, with even more wet rags to chuck in there. Right, I'll take my mat up. Hopefully, we won't have any more disturbances. Let's turn the water on. Turn the water on. Synthetics 40 dirt. Dirt. Start. What a ball ache. Program starting. Building a bund with a towel behind it. Okay, it's got a full load in. We'll see if it aborts. And we're back to where we were before. I can still see this little moocher dripping down here. Not as bad as it was, but not right. It sounds particularly motory in there. It doesn't sound healthy. This is the first machine I've ever come across, I think, that leaked. Not filling check water supply. What? It's definitely on. It paused itself. Start to resume. It really doesn't sound happy in there. It has got a lot of laundry in it. It's your own fault, Dyson. It doesn't sound happy. I don't know if you can see, but this ring here kind of shows me that it's quite overloaded. It's half full of water now. I really hope it's still taking on water. Is the pressure sensor dead in it? It should. I can't imagine it should be half full of water and still taking it on. Something a bit weird going on here. The pressure sensor hose is on the back of this. Yeah, it's paused itself for some reason, not filling. The pressure sensor hose is on the back of this panel, and I might have knocked it off as well whenever I was doing my shenanigans there. Oh yes, pressure sensor hose. It's only a little fellow, but it fell off. God damn it. I think I need to abort this one and do a drain out. This is not, can you see that? Not filling check water supply, but that machine is half full and it will not appreciate this. Let's press cancel. Cancelling program. This is a bit of a disaster today. Well, maybe I'm learning something. I don't know. That's the door. Okay, cotton. Rinse. Spin. I don't even want it to spin too hot, so let's press start there. I just wanted to drain out the water. Hopefully it will. Program starting. Come on, machine. Oh. What a disaster. There's the pump coming on. So it would have filled indefinitely if I hadn't stopped it there. Oh, there's a lot of water to come out and there's a lot of laundry in it to turn. It stopped creaking quite so much on the belt. I think it was just overloaded maybe. Too much water, because when it did a wash before it had very little water in it at all. It had less water than this in it when it was doing a wash before. I would like it to pump a bit, you know? It should be pumping the whole time, by my reckoning. Because it can spin all at once, but if there's water in it, it won't spin. So all it's doing is just turning itself in water now, too fast. It won't pump. I don't understand. Like it needs to pump a bit more. So it is pumping again. It's not the smartest machine. It's very sudsy in there. I do not know what's going on. All I wanted to do was drain. So it says program finished. I missed the ending. I had lunch to eat. This is full, quite full of laundry, gritty, dirty laundry from that spill now. So it's probably a bit overloaded. I don't care. I want to put it onto synthetics, 40, 800. I don't think you can. No, you can. You can spin it at 1100. I'm not sure why not. I think the element's broken. I hope it isn't. I think it might be. I have to turn on the water. It didn't leak that time, from what I can tell. The floor is still damp. I've got a heater on over there to dry it out. It stopped squeaking quite so much. There's a sock in here because I thought this was dripping, but it seems to have stopped because the sock's not getting any wetter. I'll just leave it in there just in case. What a pain. Right. This is the point in the video that I wanted to start at before. And I'm back to the future, so to speak. Oh, paused, not filling, check water supply. Now, you and me can both tell that this is half full here, which suggests that there's something in the hose going up to that board or something. If I reach in there and try to feel it. So it doesn't seem to have an issue with the hose. It could be overloaded, that might be an issue. I'm going to have to drain it out again, because if I press play again, it's going to try to take on more water because it thinks it's not filling. So let's cancel this. It's doing a little squeeze. Hopefully it'll drain it right out, but I don't think it will. It seems to do it based on time rather than based on, well, maybe. Maybe I'll take out the laundry and try it with no laundry. You see, that's not empty. It's still, can I see the water level? Yeah, it's still up on the door. Oh, it's doing it again. It's pumping again to cancel the program. That's positive. That's sensible, really, because then I can take out the laundry. I'm gonna spin it first, not a rinse and spin, just a spin. Try and get the rest of it out. So we're back to where we were before again. I haven't even started washing. It's a strange one because both of the taps are on, so, well, it's obviously not the taps. Water's coming in because there's water in it. What I've noticed today, which is positive, is that the crumbs that were coming out have stopped coming out. So now it's just cleaning the laundry. It's just dirt from the laundry. All of the aluminium bits of spider and everything I've washed down. The positive thing about it filling with water so high is that it'll rinse off around the spider as well, which is something. Are we nearly there yet? It should go clunk, clunk, clunk and open the door. There it is. That's it. Okay. So, cotton. Rinse and spin. I don't know, can I do... I could do any rinse and spin, I guess, but cotton, rinse and spin. rinse and spin. I think one of the things that made this machine unique was a duvet feature. Rinse and spin, 1100 spin. Try 1400. Oh no, I don't want rinse and spin. I want spin only. Spin only. Will it do it? Come on, machine. Come on, machine. I guess the thing to do might be, at this point, whenever it stops pumping, to abort. It sounds like it's still trying to pump. It is pumping still, so maybe we're doing something right. Now it's stopped pumping, you see. Oh no, it's still letting out some water. Hard to know. That's interesting. So before, on the last one, it didn't pump out all the water before it did the spin. I think I'm going to take all of this laundry down to the big Miele and put it through that, because it can handle the load, whereas this machine doesn't seem to be able to. So it's still trying to load balance, but it's quite overloaded. So I'm going to cancel it. And I'm going to take the laundry out, and I'm going to try it again for another cycle with no laundry in it to see. I don't really understand this little puddle here. I can't imagine that's a design feature. I wonder actually, I think there's meant to be a little hole going the whole way through there. So let's poke that out. Really? Is that meant to go in there? Yeah, looks like it. Dear, what a disaster of a machine. That's it. Look, there's my screwdriver the whole way through. Dyson, you're a funny machine. So filthy, so grotty, so full of wet laundry. Yikes. Let's try again. Close it empty. Close the outer door and turn it off maybe, and turn it back on again. Contrarotator. Synthetics is normally faster. Let's put it to 30. 30, that's what we wanted to do. Check that. Check that element. We're still waiting to check that element. Now there isn't enough water in it. It's pumping out a little bit. There's not much in it. It should take on water. Is it going to do the same thing again where it gets stuck because it gets too full and can't sense that the water's coming in? What do we think? Is it going to do it? While I'm waiting with my damp sock from the floor, let's give that a bit of a wipe. So it's turning and it's washing. Motor works. Pressure sensor is the issue, perhaps. Main wash. It's got a little bit of water in it, and it seems to have stopped taking on water. So it could have been that there's just way too much laundry in it, maybe. Now it's got a little bit, and it's just splashing away. And so we want to see if it can get that water up to 30 degrees or if it's going to die. It doesn't seem to be taking on anymore. So I'll leave it and come back again. Maybe we're back to the start again. I'm about 10 minutes in. It feels stone cold. It's got the same amount of water as before when I checked it on the last bit of video. So it should be trying to heat it up to 30 degrees. Like I say though, it doesn't feel hot, but you should be able to feel 30. So it could be that the element is pooched. It hasn't done that overfilling thing, so I suspect the amount of laundry that was in it was confusing for it. Whatever that means. If it would work through a cycle, I would give it a bath with citric acid or something. As it stands, well, we'll see. See what happens. Let's get through this wash first. So about 10 minutes later, and we're fault F13, which I think is the element. So I've got to get the element out. Oh, yikes. That's a job. Has it drained down? It doesn't look like there's any water in it, so that's positive. There's water in there, but that's okay. Yeah, right, more work for me. So I've got the front off again, and now the power's out, and I'm gonna see if I can get this element out. Live, or neutral earth, and live, and these two little fellows. This is the thermal sensor. It looks like a 10mm nut. Knowing how these things go, it won't want to come out. I have spare elements, so hopefully. So slacken that back almost to the end and push it in. It's not going to go. Get a hammer. This is when the fun begins. That's it. Beat it in with the hammer. Slacken it off a little bit more. Let's see if it'll push in anymore. So if this element is a dud, which I presume it is, could be the thermal sensor's a dud. Let's pull it out, have a look. You can't really tell with them. It's got a healthy layer of sludge on it. What I like to do is get a crowbar in under it, but there's such a big shield around it. It makes that really difficult to do. Don't stop me trying. Claw hammer, anyone?